Hey guys, welcome back to our fourth week of Getting Her to Say I Do as we track and go through my journey of singleness and trying to find a wife. Even when I start dating, which I haven't started dating yet. Um, but this week we are going to talk about vulnerability and being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is being susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm, opening yourself up. And vulnerability is being exposed to the possibility of being attacked or harmed physically or emotionally. So, when you're vulnerable, you open yourself up and you allow someone to see the real you. And you take off your armor, you take off your cape, and all the mask and the facades that we put on when we go out into real life, and you allow them to enter in through that shield or that barrier that you put up to keep people out, so that you don't get harmed. And so we're going to talk about why that would be important in a relationship. So I was watching Animal Planet one day, and there was this rhino at this watering hole, and he was drinking water. And they called him cantankerous because when he came around, he ran everybody off. He wanted to be at the water hole by himself. And cantankerous, just you have a negative attitude and you're just always confrontational and you ready to go anytime. And I was like, and I posted it on social media and was like cantankerous because it was a new word for me that I hadn't heard before. And somebody tagged me in it or commented on it. It was like, yeah, that's you. And I got mad. I was mad. I was like, man, don't come for me, bro. And I got mad, but as I started looking at it, and the person I was in a relationship at the time was like, yeah, that's you. Why you mad? And I got mad at both of them. I was like, y'all tripping. I'm not like that. And the more I started thinking about it, it was true. I am cantankerous. Not all the time. I really just be chilling. But I hate things I can't control. I hate things that are out of my control. So driving is one thing that I do not enjoy doing. Just because people go slow or they go under the speed limit. Like, and most of the time when I'm driving, I'm going like to the city or going somewhere that's pretty far, hour or so away, and I'm trying to get there. Like, there is nothing more frustrating than being trapped inside of a car. You cannot do anything but sit there. I started listening to a podcast by KB called Southside Rabbi. Is dope, and he deals with real life stuff, and he talks about Jesus in a secular society, and it's dope. You should check it out. And like, you're trapped there, like you can't do anything but like look, and it's so frustrating. I can listen to music, I can pray, I can do all this other stuff, but I don't be stuck in the car. Like, I'm trapped and confined, and I hate it. And then when somebody is like blocking or keeping me from getting where I'm trying to go as quickly as possible, it irritates soul, and I get so frustrated. I get so mad. I'm like, would you go? And um and so I hate that because I can't control how other people drive or when they put you in danger because they pull out in front of you and they're going slow, or they pull out in front of you and they're going real fast, or anything. Just ignorance. And then I hate basketball, which I love playing basketball, but I hate playing with people because, like, when you pass it to somebody and you give them the perfect opportunity to score and they 360 fade away or something just ridiculous, and you're like, why didn't you just do what I had in my mind for you to do? Like, and so I realized that I have this spirit of entitlement and this feeling of entitlement. I expect things to go my way, and if they don't, war and I rage and I get frustrated, and I come against that, and that comes off in a cantankerous way. And so when you're in a relationship, you cannot control the person that you're with. You can't control them being on time. You can't actions or their reactions or their words or how they think or act or dress. You can't control any of that stuff. While we do preferences, you can't control those things. And if you are entitled or you act like you're entitled, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. So I realize that I do carry some of these things, and a lot of it is because I'm not vulnerable and I don't open myself up. There are things that I keep reserved. I'm a very reserved person. I like my personal life personal, even though I share almost everything on Facebook. I like my personal life personal. So for me to be vulnerable and open myself up, it's difficult for me. And so I got mad at my friends when I realized that I'm really like this and the person I was dating like this. I got mad. I was like, where are my friends at? I had friends for 10, 15 years. And I was like, why have y'all never told me that I'm this type of person? Because looking at the way that I act at times, I wouldn't want to be my friend. Why haven't y'all told me this? And I was so mad at them. And it's because I allow them in, but I don't allow them in like all the way in. So they can't, I'm not vulnerable to them, so they can't really comment and speak on things that are that deep because they're not that far in, even though we're friends, even though we've been friends for multiple years. So when you're in a relationship or when you have relationships, friendships, and dating relationships, and even with family, it's important to be vulnerable. It's important to open up and share things. You don't want to share everything, but you want to share important things that can help you grow and mature. Because we all want to grow, we all want to mature. And especially when you're in a relationship, nobody likes secrets. So we have to be vulnerable. We have to open up and let people in, and that's something that I need to work on. It's something that I need to do, and I'm not. But I'm a pretty transparent person. I open up and I share things, and I allow feedback, and and with that also, when you're opening up and you're vulnerable, regarding how you are vulnerable, if it's to a certain person or a group of people, or if it's to everybody, if you're vulnerable, be protective and be cautious of whose advice and criticism you take, because not everybody wants what's best for you. Not everybody's in the right headspace to speak into your life and say things over you or regarding you. And some people are spiteful. So you have to weigh what they're saying according to what you understand and and according to what the Bible says, and then according to like what other people say, like other people's feedback. So you have to weigh everything, and some stuff is some stuff. You got to take that for how it is. So susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. You can't experience love in a real, true way unless you open yourself up, and you open yourself up to being hurt. When you love somebody, you follow them, you're opening yourself up to be hurt. But when you choose correctly, then you will be hurt, but oftentimes that person will be there to help you go through the hurt and heal as well. But so, being vulnerable and being vulnerability are an important part of dating and relationships, and I'm learning that, and I'm experiencing that, and going through that, and I'm getting emotionally healthy. I started working out, and eating, and my beautiful and big, and my hair is growing back, and it's thick and healthy and shiny, and I'm blessed. But if you guys have any questions, if you have any comments, leave them. Continue to check in. I'll try and get back on here next week time and be a little bit more adamant about being here. But thank you guys for following and subscribing and looking and checking out, and I hope that this sheds some light to you as well. Love you guys and blessed.